fiction was replete with non-human aliens. We're talking real weirdos. Not bipedal, sometimes no arms, no faces, and occasionally no clearly defined head at all. These are beings that don't just look alien, they think alien. Many fans gravitate towards these kinds of creatures precisely because their bizarre biology forces writers to go beyond rubber forehead aliens and space humans in funny suits. When a species doesn't walk upright, doesn't communicate through sound, or doesn't even experience the world through sight, the story has to ask harder questions. How does a creature like that think? What does it value? Non-human aliens highlight a core strength of science fiction, the idea that biology shapes psychology and psychology shapes culture. Ethics, social structures, communication, even concepts like individuality or identity can look radically different when the body itself is radically different. And that's where some of the most interesting alien species in science fiction are born. This is all pretty highbrow stuff, but myself, while I do like aliens like those I just described, I prefer a simpler variety. Aliens as portrayed in popular media peaked with this fellow here, the Gorn, from the Star Trek original series episode Arena. Here he is, no selling Captain Kirk's offense. And now they're trying to make friends. The Gorn is the preeminent example of the sort of alien I like best, the type of alien that can be described or formulated simply as blank man. The Gorn is a lizard man, obviously. Another lizard man of repute, the bounty hunter Bosk from Star Wars. You can have a wolf man, like this guy from the Mos Eisley Cantina, and I can't believe I almost forgot this guy. He is close in the running with the Gorn. That is, of course, the noble and heroic Squid Man. These sorts of characters don't have to be limited to actual extraterrestrials. Superhero comic books often use this same formula for creating the physical characteristics of specific characters or non-human species. Here we have one of my favorite, the Rockman, the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Or from the X-Men, Colossus, the Metal Man. Baxter Stockman is an insect man from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Birdmen of Mongo patrol the skies in Flash Gordon. You get the idea. So what do I like so much about these sorts of aliens or people? Well, first of all is the visual appeal. They're fun, aren't they? These designs, although often conceptually simple, can be visually striking. I mean, just think about the Gorn. He appeared in a first season episode of the original series of Star Trek. Star Trek has not come up with a cooler looking villain in the almost 60 years since, in my opinion. And that definitely includes the CGI attempt they made at the Gorn in Enterprise. And just think about animals. Many of these characters that follow this format, they're animal people. And animals are already pretty cool looking, aren't they? Take this t-shirt. Why would anyone wear this t-shirt? Well, it's because wolves are cool. The only way to make them cooler, take a wolf head and put it on a man's body. From a writing or storytelling aspect, I believe these sorts of creatures are useful. The sort of man they are can serve as shorthand to some characteristics of the intended character or species. What comes to mind when you think of a lizard? Well, they're cold-blooded, they're inhumane, they're creepy. The Gorn design conveys these ideas as soon as you see it on the screen. Or think about the Thing and Colossus. Being a rock and metal man, respectively, that visually conveys a resoluteness of characters that each of these superheroes possesses. Conversely, this approach can be used as a dramatic contrast. Ben Grimm, the ever-loving blue-eyed Thing, has a tough exterior, but he is emotionally fragile. He always becomes enraged or has his feelings hurt from Johnny and his pranks. And he suffers frequent bouts of self-pity because he used to be a handsome test pilot, but now he's trapped in this body made of rocks. The Gorn follows a bit of the same sort of pattern. After their first confrontation, Kirk confesses that he has an instinctual repulsion to the creature based on its appearance. Yet, After he disables the Gorn with an improvised cannon, he stops short of killing it, realizing that the Gorn was only trying to protect its territory. Kirk was definitely not going to stab the Gorn through the chest for the satisfaction of this weirdo. If you're looking to do your own writing in a science fiction, fantasy, or superhero sort of world, using this simple formula can be a springboard as you're trying to create characters or species. This might not result in material that is conceptually cutting edge, but it can provide a skeleton around which to construct interesting characters, species, worlds, and stories to get the creative juices flowing. And it can lend an important aspect to something that is sometimes lacking in serious science fiction, and that's fun. And we want to be entertained by stories, don't we? The heptapods from Arrival with their non-linear conception of time, or the unseen but incomprehensible aliens of Roadside Picnic who carelessly leave their litter behind on Earth, they might make you think, but this guy is always going to make me smile. But I don't know, what's your favorite kind of alien or creature? Drop your comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe. I've been Jaden Hine with Plot Engineer, and I'll see you next time.